Welcome to Digital Business. I'm Nigel Fennick, and today I'm talking to the Global Chief Digital Officer at Mars, Sandeep Dadlani. In this episode, I'm talking with Sandeep about the organization and attracting top talent, finding talent where we least expect it. Enjoy. Let's talk a little bit about talent, because talent's a big challenge. It was a challenge before this year. It's a big challenge again this year, obviously with lots of things, with people working at home as well. But what are you doing in terms of both attracting the talent you need to take some of the emerging technologies and be really versatile in how you're applying those, but also retraining employees, right? You have a lot of employees that you want to build digital skills with. So what sort of things are you doing with retraining existing employees as well?
Great question, Nigel, and this has been perhaps our biggest unlock. When I joined Mars, I was fortunate to have a network to then bring some talent with me, talent of some of the best data scientists, AI engineers, design thinkers, and so on. But what I was most surprised by is that actually a large swath of talent was already there in Mars waiting to be discovered, waiting to congregate, waiting to sort of align with teams that looked and behaved like them. And so today our best AI scientists are actually people who've been in Mars for years, who just didn't know that they're great AI scientists and so on. And so it's been a little bit of stumbling through and finding the talent. But now, over the last couple of years, we've built in a strong curricula in Mars at level 0, at level 1, at level 2. At level 0, everybody in Mars has to learn design thinking, has to learn the basics of visualization and analytics, and some basic automation. And then we've really tested our assumptions on level 2, level 3, level 4. In fact, it's a funny story. I once accidentally sent a machine learning course with our partners Udacity invite. It was intended to go to 50 technical people in the IT team. It accidentally went out to the entire enterprise.
That had We've all sent those emails, right?
Yeah, exactly. And the next morning, I was like, oh my God, the number of auto responses were just ridiculous. And I spent an entire day just deleting most of my inbox. But to our bigger surprise, within a few days, we found that thousands of Martians in different functions, in sales, in vet health, in logistics, had signed up for the machine learning course. Because at the end of the day, we're all smart people. We see what's going on here. Whatever role you're in, you're seeing this, impacting your role in a significant way. And most humans realize that you can either master the machine or the machine will master you. So this has really helped our assumptions in building an even stronger curricula. And later this year, we're holding the Mars AI Festival. Again, this is not an AI festival for 1,000 tech resources in Mars. It's for all 126,000 associates. And our board, our leadership teams, every president in the company, the best AI gurus in the world, all descend to celebrate, educate, and demystify all that is there in AI. Celebrate because we have more than 200 projects live at scale on AI in Mars. So another example of the commitment of Mars, and I'm really fortunate to be with a team of people that are so committed, regardless of function, to technologies like AI, the commitment to learn all of this. This helps us unlock internal talent very well. And then the other thing we've been really focused on is the idea of diverse talent. The idea that Mars being a company that is extremely inclusive. I walked into Mars and I was shocked at just the number of accents and passports in every room. The color, shapes, sense of humor. And it was a revelation and education for me. But now more than ever, it has become clear to us that the more diverse the room, the better ideas we will get. And in some way, the user centricity movement was about listening to another perspective. So we're committed now for diverse, inclusive, internal and external talent. and we are committed to believe that all talent can be digital.
I love this idea of finding and unlocking talent that's there, this sort of thirst for wanting to learn something new. Do you have an example you can share of like somebody who wasn't like in the radar, if you like, on the radar that's now doing amazing things?
So I love talking about Mark. He used to support our Skype system, Nigel. He's just like taking tickets on when Skype crashed or had issues. Um, and when I got to know him, I realized that as a hobby at home and otherwise, he had learned machine learning. He had solved some basic problems in machine learning and AI, and I think most importantly, he had this massive curiosity. He would learn anything he could on machine learning. And he's been in Mars for 24 plus years. Um, we actually pulled him out of that role and put him as the head of our central advanced AI group. Not because he was the best advanced AI scientist I knew, although he'll argue he's pretty advanced, but because he had this insatiable curiosity to learn and solve relentlessly. And time didn't matter once he got solving a problem. We just need that learnability in all of us. Mark now is one of the key features in the AI festival because he and his team have helped us, even detect problems like cancer early in dog X-rays, solve R&D problems, drive innovation faster, hundreds of use cases brought to life. And so the story of Mark gives me confidence that there's an AI scientist, or a digital person lying secretly in both of us, and all of us at some level.
So it's really interesting to hear you talk about that insatiable curiosity and even passion. I hear the passion that Mark has for his job. I think is a great story, and it's something we see in common with a lot of sort of really advanced firms, is that continuous curiosity, wanting to learn and always be changing. Well, that's great. Thanks, Sandeep. In this episode, we talked about attracting and retaining talent, unlocking the digital talent hidden inside your organization today, the importance of building a strong educational curricula, and thinking about how to design that agenda around things like design thinking, visualization, automation, etc. The importance of testing assumptions on what to cover at each level of that curriculum. And then how important it is to not assume that interest is limited to just the technology professionals inside your organization. Sandeep talked about unlocking the curiosity across the organization and how so many employees from outside of the IT group were interested to learn about technology and what it would mean for them in their changing role and how they could maybe think about technology in their own jobs. He talked about the importance of building a diverse talent pool. The diversity leads to better ideas and improves the quality of solutions. And he talked about the fact that all talent can be digital and the importance of nurturing insatiable curiosity across the entire organization. That's all for today. Thanks, Sandeep. This is Digital Business. I'm Nigel Fennick.